They say that it's your response to winning or losing that makes you a winner or loser, and these athletes are all winners. When it comes to sportsmanship versus competitiveness, sportsmanship should always win. This kid wasn't too happy with taking all the glory himself and insisted on his friends taking the podium too. When soccer legend Lionel Messi saw this kid getting manhandled, he immediately stepped in. Nobody's a big enough star or a big enough guy to politely ask permission before sitting down. This woman had an unfortunate accident in the stands, but rather than being attended to by a paramedic, she was cared for by her favorite player. When your hero makes your millennium by giving you his jersey. Novak Djokovic made an impressive gesture by offering to play the Olympic wheelchair tennis champion using a wheelchair. Sometimes an accident can result in an inspiring example of sportsmanship.
And maybe, hopefully one day, she will look back on this as a moment of great pride.
Even after losing a game, LeBron shows that his fans are always a priority.
2 nights in a row.
Yeah, exactly. Lakers fall to 18-13, 7.
After you qualify for the final and spot one of your old teachers in the crowd, there's only one way you can possibly react. Cristiano Ronaldo took the time to give one little guy a moment he'd always remember. This dad's son just debuted as a professional, and the emotion was all a little too much.
Por favor, señor, ¿cómo se siente? No, pues muy contento. La verdad que después de muchos años verlo de chiquillo es algo que no les puedo explicar. Sueño.
One guy in the crowd caught his eye, and so the shirt went to him. Even being on opposing teams after the result of a big game can't affect a real friendship. This little guy is clearly struggling with his health, but was given a brief respite by a visit from his sporting hero. Getting a shot of a shot isn't always easy. Luckily, this kind player came to the camera woman's rescue. We've seen some good clips of kids meeting their heroes. Well, how about dancing with them? As each player walked past to collect their medal, only one stopped to talk to this visually impaired fan. When your hero gives you his sneakers, there's only one expression you can make. Helping marathon runners via the medium of Mario. This is what pure exhaustion looks like. Luckily, 2 kind-hearted souls were there to help him over the finish line.
I saw a couple of people in real trouble and gave him a pat on the bum when I ran past and said keep going rather than stop and carry them over. So I'm feeling slightly guilty and selfish.
Even during extra time, there's still time to care about people. This goal was dedicated to the player's late mother, whose image he'd had printed on his shirt. If the Paralympic Games teach us anything, it's that nothing is impossible.
Three Brazilians against the Chinese girl, and it's Guillermina. Guillermina's absolutely storming through with the ornate blindfold. Guillermina's going to get it. Xia from China may get second. No, it's hard to tell who got second. Both the Santos is coming through, but no doubt the winner. Teresina Guillermina, what a character she is.
This gold medal clearly meant a lot to this weightlifter, but not as much as his beloved wife, who he'd lost a year before. If you're a winning driver, then you should never forget to thank and congratulate your entire team. Djokovic decided to celebrate his own big moment by creating what was possibly an even bigger moment for a kid in the crowd. It doesn't take much for an athlete to check their ego and make a huge difference to someone's life. The definition of a true competitor? One who falls, gets right back up again, and finishes the race. Football is a tough game, but that doesn't mean you can't look after your opponents.
You see that come flying in. And I'll tell you what, credit Damian Wilson of the Chiefs with catching Josh Allen, the linebacker.
If an injury occurs, then something as minor as the color of your shirt can fade into insignificance.
Montiel and Acuna is
Achilles would be the worry.
The height of sporting integrity? When you're awarded a free penalty shot, but don't agree with the ref's decision.
İşaret geldi. Beknaz dışarı gönderiyor sevgili seyirciler. İnanılmaz bir an. Beknaz penaltı değil dedi hakeme. Evet.
How much do you love your favorite soccer player? Not as much as this kid. Yet another example of a very rich sportsman making someone feel very special. After angry teammates kicked over this trash can, one player took the time to show his humility and decency by cleaning up. Adrian Luna dedicated this important goal to his 6-year-old daughter, who now watches her father play from heaven.
Oh, look at it! Oh! Adrian Luna!
When this boy invaded the pitch, breaking into tears upon reaching his hero, there was no way this player was going to let security remove him.
Well, kid coming on in tears, wanting Neymar's shirt. It's not the first.
This 89-year-old man played for the team just after World War II and was given a chance to relive his glory days. Getting your own pair of soccer boots is a big deal, especially if they've just been worn by a legend. When this Sandy Hook survivor received a jersey from New York Rangers captain Jacob Trouba, he had no idea he'd also be receiving a law school scholarship.
Scholarship for law school. So you're going to graduate from college, you're going to go to law school, and you're going to have no debt coming out of school.
Thank you so much.
You deserve it, man.
Thank you so much.
Congrats.
Despite cramps and contractions throughout her body, Caroline Wozniacki still managed to win this match.
Somehow finding a way through, fighting off cramps, fighting off Firas Vanareva.
When you not only claim the world title for judo, but also for respect.
Absolutely, what a shame. Look at
this. This is
well, this is absolutely unbelievable. She would have done anything to get her there into that position, I'm sure.
When these two riders collided during a race, there was no lack of sportsmanship between them.
And Tim and Arisman in a fall.
Oh, Wout van Aert offering up a hand here and just checking on each other.
An emotional moment as Gerard Piqué bids farewell to Barcelona. During this tennis match, a little girl became separated from her mother, and Rafa Nadal decided to stop playing until he found her. Little Emma had the honor of dropping the first puck before this Rangers-Coyotes game, and she certainly looks pleased about it. After winning gold in the wheelchair tennis, Niels Vink races on his hands to greet his very proud coach. This is what the parents of a...
Did he get it? Yes, he does!
It's there. He extends his lead.
It was never supposed to be that way.
After his loss in 2022, Roger Federer gave a moving reaction to the crowd.
My friends, really, and it ended here. So it's been a perfect journey. I would do it all over again.
When you want to meet your idol this badly, all the security guards in the world can't stop you. Getting a pair of LeBron James's shoes? For a basketball fan, there's no greater honor. Another example of LeBron's respect for his fans, as he hugs a teenage girl at the end of the game. This loss was a bit too much for this grown man, so a kid came along to comfort him. This is the emotional moment in which the entire Jose Amalfitani Stadium jumped to the beat of the Tarantella in the Rain. If you can do this before the game, then what amazing things can you do during it?
Watch this.
Of all the awards in professional sports, the most precious is a congratulations from your teammates. In this touching display of love and teamwork, these players made a barrier to protect their teammate from the cameras while he was being revived. After celebrating on court, there's only one place you go next: into the arms of your family. Following the greatest performance of his career, Ronaldinho burst into tears, affected by the recent death of the man who raised him during his childhood. Ian Thorpe became Olympic champion for the first time while going through some very tough things in his life. He still remains one of the fastest times in history. Who holds the world record for the longest catch? This furry little guy. After accidentally falling into a kid on the sidelines, this player went all out to apologize. During Kobe Bryant's last appearance, a young fan was lucky enough to get a final pair of signed sneakers.
Kobe's going to give autographed shoes.
When you've trained and trained and then encountered trouble, a good coach is always there to make things better. Freaked out by an insect? Call the guy with the tennis racket. As Spain were thrashing Italy 4-0, and with only a few minutes left to play, the Spanish goalkeeper gallantly asks the referee to blow the final whistle. Even in the highly paid world of professional basketball, there's nothing as precious as friendship. When it comes to instant success or helping another human being, some people always go for the second option. Even for well-known celebrities, there's no greater moment than achieving something you never thought you could. At your lowest point, you sometimes just need a shoulder to cry on, even if that shoulder is from the opposing team. In the highest pressure games, there's still always room for a sense of humor. There's no better way to create joy than a last-second buzzer beater.
Oh, great look at it, too. Off the glass. Look at it.
This emotional tribute to the late Spanish soccer player Antonio Puerta took place under his house, prompting his father to go out onto the balcony in this moving scene. Wait, if you love our videos, be sure to check out Retrocast. And if Retrocast isn't your thing, don't worry, we have another Akimbo video for you.